Hey, welcome back everybody. We are out here setting up fences and getting everything ready to move the pigs. Today is the day we're going to move them back to the barn up the hill from their pen on the woodlot. And I think I got everything set up. I've been out here for about the last 2 hours setting up some temporary fencing and different things, getting the barn ready for them and their old original pig pen that we had them in all set. I got the trailer in place. I'll show you that. And they're going to be in this barn for about 5 more days, and then they're heading off to the butcher next Monday. So let me show you what we got. So right here at the bottom of this hill is where the pigs are at right now. That's the spot where they're at in the woods. They've been at for a little while now, and we've moved them around in there a couple times, but they're getting ready to leave there. So I built this temporary run with some portable fencing, and it goes all the way up the hill here to the old barn where they were at originally. Right now I'm going to fill up this bucket full of apples and use that to entice them up the hill, and we'll see if that works or not. They're pretty hungry. They haven't eaten yet today, so I'm pretty sure they'll follow me with a bucket of apples. So let's get set up and give it a shot. All right, so we got the bucket of apples here. I threw a couple in there, and you can see what's going on. They're fighting over them, so I think they're hungry and they're ready to move. Shut the fence off. So first thing I got to do is drop this cable. We'll see if I can do that without them sprinting out. So I'm going to put some apples out here as a little bait. You know, maybe 10 yards out here. We'll see if that will entice them. I'm going to stash these apples right up here. On the other side of the fence. Let's see if I can take this little fence down. The fence charger's off. So it never fails when you're trying to shoot a video. A plane will fly over. Happens to me all the time. For those of you that watch my beekeeping videos, you know I'm excited to see all this goldenrod. And the bees are working it like crazy. But all right, back to the pigs. So here we go. They're coming out. Got the first taker. My experience is this is how it goes. You'll get one to come out, and then a second. They just slowly but surely walk out. Once they get out into this chute, I'll go down there and close off the fence a little bit. So this guy's motivated. He found the apples, and we got to get these guys moving. So I think the way to do that is to put a couple apples a little closer. And see if that'll draw them out. This guy's headed back. So what I've learned from moving these guys 3 or 4 times is that you have to just be patient. So you don't want to scare them, you don't want to rush them. You just want them to come out at their own pace and be relaxed and slowly move into the chute. Once they're all in the chute, you just close it up and they'll walk right up the hill. That's been the experience. I've moved them, I think, 4 times with this system. And if you remember, they were in this pasture over here where that temporary shelter is. Here, you want an apple? got another taker. All right, so while they're slowly getting out here, I'm gonna put some more apples out. So we got 4 pigs marching up the alley. And while they're doing that, I'm gonna come down here and close this off. All right, so I just closed that off, so there's no way they're getting back into the woodlot there. And off they go. And this is where patience comes in, because they walked all the way to the top, took one look at the old pig pen area, and headed right back down. So that's why I close this off and keep them going in the right direction. And that one's got it figured out, heading back up the hill. So one thing I've learned in the past is if you just kind of walk behind them, they will just kind of keep moving. You're not trying to scare them or chase them or anything. You just let them move at their own pace, and they will just kind of walk in front of you, because they don't particularly like people behind them, it seems like. Once you kind of stand behind them, they kind of get a little bit antsy about that. And then you can see I just closed up this area. So now that whole back section's off limits. And they'll come back and forth and check this out, and hopefully realize that it's closed and head up the hill. Come on, head on up. Gotta go to the new house. All right, we're marching back up the hill again. We got 2 coming up and 2 coming down. And I'll just try to run interference here. So I put some apples inside the pen, so hopefully that moves them in there. Come on. Once one of them breaks through, they generally all think it's safe and they'll move in the right direction. Last one here, thinking about it. All right, so all 4 of them are back in the pen. And now I gotta secure this up real quick. You can see behind me, they're all in the pen here. One of them's already in the barn, checking that out. So this is where they were when we first brought them home. And I also put them in here, midsummer we went on vacation, and I moved them back up here while we were on vacation. So they've been in here a couple times, and they're back. This is gonna be their final stop before they head off to the butcher. So I'm gonna get this fence secured right here and get them some actual feed, and make sure they got everything they need. So I want to show you the trailer, how I got it set up. So I made an opening in the fence here, back the trailer up. I tried doing it with my truck, but it was too tight of a fit between the propane tank and the woods here. So used the tractor, got the trailer all backed up. So how I got it set up over here, I just drove another post in here, wrapped this around, and I think it'll be pretty secure. So I'll open up that door and start feeding them inside that trailer, and hopefully convince them to eat their food in there. So I'm sure they're super thirsty after making this move. So I'll get them some water, get them some food, then I'm just gonna let them relax for a little bit. Water is in place. So they should be good to go for water. And now I just gotta take all this fencing down, put it all away for winter. One thing I'm gonna do next year is get 2 more sections of the prefabricated fencing stuff. It's kind of expensive, but sure is a whole lot easier when I'm moving pigs around. So what's left down here is just a bunch of cleanup. I'll have to put the barrel away, the solar charger. Right now I'm going to come in here and fish out these feed buckets. We haven't used them in quite some time, but the pigs threw them back here and I just left them. So either tomorrow or the next day we will measure them, try to get some accurate weights on them. These 2 right here are the big 2. They got much bigger than the other 2. And the one there on the back left, he's been small his whole life. Kind of stocky, but he's just short, been a little bit chubby. So the next couple days will be a little bittersweet because these guys have kind of become like pets to us. I know my daughter is already upset about it, and that'll be a little difficult on Sunday saying goodbye, but I really think we gave them one heck of a good life this summer, and we visited them all the time. We took care of them. We made sure they had food and water every day. We put them in the woods, gave them an amazing place to run around and play and root around. So I'm happy with how we handled it. I think we did the best we could. We learned a lot this year, year 1, and I feel like there's more to come. Well, I'm definitely tired. It's been a long day. So I'm 4 to 5 hours in right now from when I started this morning by moving the trailer into position, reworking that fence, putting up the temporary fence here, the little laneway to bring the pigs up, getting the pigs up here, re-securing the fence, putting the bedding down, getting their food set up, getting their water tank cleaned out and put in place right here behind me. So it's been a good day. It's been fun. I enjoyed every bit of it. I'll shoot another video this weekend so I can get some of that on film, and we're gonna measure these guys up and see if we can kind of guesstimate their final weight, and we'll go from there. So thanks for checking this video out. I know it was a long one, but there was a lot going on, and take care. We'll catch you later.